Good morning, you guys. It is July 7th, July 12th. It's a Sunday. And I stayed home from church. Oh no, I didn't. Hold on. I forgot to put this in. I forgot to bring this all the way through. To fasten it off. Okay. Anyways, I'm home with my oldest because he didn't feel good yesterday. He was sick. So Daniel took the two younger ones to church and my grandma's. So I am here at home. I do not edit these videos. I edit some of them, but not like all of them. I had over an hour of content yesterday, and I deleted it. I was like, I'm not gonna edit that. Basically, I had a bunch of shawls and stuff that I made, and I was seeing how long it took me to make them. Not make them, to weave in all the ends. It took me almost 2 hours because there was a lot of ends to weave in, and it was shawls and hats, and I had to finish a bag, a scrappy bag, just put this straps on it, and there was other stuff. But yeah, I'm tired. But Daniel stayed up last night watching the UFC fight, and I am one that I can't sleep without like him being asleep and the light off. I can't do it. And I have pregnancy insomnia. Speaking of, I am 34.5 weeks pregnant. So, getting close to the third trimester. We have an appointment Wednesday. That's fun and exciting. And then next Wednesday we have an ultrasound photo appointment because our 20-week scan did not go over well. She's fine. They just want clear, like, picture footage, and she just kept moving, so it is what it is. Oh, I'm working on a moss stitch shawl. This one's mine. I don't keep a lot of my shawls that I make. I usually, I make them, and then I get tired of looking at them because I worked on them for so long. So, yeah, this is not my first moss stitch. This is my second thing made with the moss stitch, but it's the second shawl that I'm keeping. Second one that I made, first one that I'm keeping. And I'm excited for it. I do know I'm going to have to go pick up more yarn. It's Mandela. It's Mandela Gradient. Size 4 yarn. Color blue, steel blue. And usually I've been pulling, the first two skeins I pulled from the middle towards the out. But if you notice, there's more light blue than dark blue right now. So I'm adding dark blue, and then I'm going to go light, and then I'm going to add light and go dark. But this is what it looks like. I bought 4, I think. I don't know if I want to get 2 more of these or a total of 4 more. I don't know what I want to do. But I want a big one. I want one that goes past my butt. And one that if I want to, I can cross it over and around, and I can tie it in the back. I like big. I don't like no tiny little rink-a-dink neck shawls and things that doesn't cover me. I want to be able to wrap up in it underneath a sweater or hoodie or something and know I'm comfortable. Know that I can secure it and not see basically my stomach or my back. I want it to be able to block out some cold. I like big ones. You know, I cannot figure out. Okay, so I've been crocheting for started crocheting when I was 13. I'll be 30 this year. So give or take a couple of months. It's been about 27 years. 17 years. 17 years. And I can make all kinds of blankets. I can do a lot of things. I can do the back and forth rows. However, I cannot figure out how to do the moss stitch in the rows, and it's driving me bonkers because I can't figure it out. And I can add a skein of yarn onto this and the one that I made, the scrappy one, and know how to do it, and it looks great, but I cannot figure out how to do it for like in the rows. I don't know. Don't know. It'll click one day. Alright, let's see how much I have. So what I like to do is kind of pull it where it loops up and go where I need it to, and then when I get towards the end I can stretch it out and have it tuck back in, and then I can cut whatever's left. See how it's like pulled up? I'll take a shower in a little bit. Alright, let me get to the end. Okay, I'm at the end. So I just like kind of straighten it with my finger. Loop it. You know how you gotta do it. And then I just pull a little bit. And I cut my wheel ends. But now I could do the other side. Because I joined on this side. My two little ends. Okay. So back to this side. So we had to move our blueberry bush. We had him on the back porch, and I don't think he was old enough to be in direct sunlight. It said direct sunlight for 6+ hours, but he's still a tiny little baby. So his leaves were burning. He was getting dried out pretty quickly. No matter what we do, he looks sick. So we moved him up towards the front where he could be closer to the hose, so we can water him. We can keep an eye on him. We're going in and out. We will move him when he's bigger because he's right there by the AC unit. But yeah, he's in this. Hopefully, it's a good spot because he can still get sun, but he's not in direct sun. He's constant shaded sunlight. So it's it's not shade. It's not shaded where there's no sun, but you know how if you're sitting between two walls of a building and you have the sun over top of you and you can see very well and you still have the sun coming down on you, but you're in a shaded part but you're still warm. Anyways, that's how he is right now. That's where he's at. His leaves are still kind of brown, a reddish brown, but they're starting to heal. Now I gotta have Daniel go over and prune him because I don't know how true this is, but I was reading that like if you're pregnant, you shouldn't be messing with the blueberry bush because it could kill them. And I'm pregnant, and I just, whether it's true or not, I would rather have him do it right now and then kill off our plant. And hopefully next year he'll start. Now, okay. I know he won't have the full 20 pounds of blueberries on him, but hopefully next year he will start producing some, and then we have to prune them off, pluck them off, and let them regrow. And but hopefully it's the start. What is that stitch? Hopefully it's the start of him getting his little bitty you know what I'm saying, the start for the following year. Because I don't know how old he is. I bought him at Walmart. He was kind of like an impulsive buy, but like our youngest loves blueberries. Well, we all like blueberries, but he is obsessed with blueberries, always has. He's 6 and he's been obsessed with them since he was an infant. And he used to call them blue blues. So I was like, how cool would that be if we had a blueberry bush? We'd save so much, money on blueberries, and it's supposed to last for 50 years or so. I do want to get another blueberry bush so they could cross-pollinate, but I just want him to get through his first year. So next year we'll get another one and plant it, and then it'll kind of, hopefully it will offset them by, a year or two. Yeah, next year I want to get, thinking maybe along the shed or something, I want to put a bunch of blueberry. I want to put a bunch of vertical growing pots out, or if we can get a hookup spigot thing for the backyard, tap into the water system underground, have it go to the back, and then I can do like a hose out that way, and I can grow a bunch of stuff off towards the back porch. And in that area, I do want to get some fruit trees. My grandparents tried growing fruit trees here, but I think we ended up like moving, and we just weren't here to take care of them. But since we bought the house, I don't plan on moving. But yeah, we can grow some and have them do really well. Now I know those need pears, so I'm thinking about doing like apples. And here's my thing, I want to grow stuff that can be like fruits and stuff in the vertical planters, and then like our berries in the vertical planters, and then do like our bushes and the potted plants, kind of, not really in the ground, because I want to leave some of our yard for like playing, but I do want to put some trees out, for like fruit, even if it's like apples and say pears or something, or apples and peaches, or apples and cherries, or something. I would love to do that. But yeah. Okay, I'll see y'all in a little bit.